Hi Capricorn, welcome to your fortnightly check-in with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon, and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon, or rising sign, Cappy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Just to let you know, these are purely tarot. There's no astrology in these. So with that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to pop these to the side for the moment. Let's have a look. So we're going to be starting with the cross purposes from now on, so we can get all of the gnarly stuff out of the way and hopefully get you onto a good reading, if that's what the cards are giving you. All right, so you have the Fool card. Okay, so in terms of the cross purposes on a more sort of microcosmic level, the Fool card basically can represent you rushing in where angels fear to tread. So the first thing that I want to say to you is this. This fortnight, take a moment to assess if the decision that you are taking upon yourself or the direction that you're choosing to go in, is it a foolish direction? Is there a part of you, is there a nagging, whinging feeling inside that's saying to you, this probably isn't the right way to go, this may not be the right decision, all right? Listen to your intuition, or rather listen to your instincts over the course of this fortnight. The other thing as well, it is the Fool card, right? And if you've been with me long enough, you know, sometimes tarot gets so fucking literal, it is unbelievable, right? And this basically can say, are you being foolish? Pay attention, right? Now, where might this come from if it's coming from outside? What or who potentially may be getting in the way or working at cross purposes to what you're trying to achieve? Okay, you have the Lovers card, all right? So this is, remember, the Lovers is choice. It's not always a relationship, so it's not necessarily that your partner is going to be getting in your way or whatever. Maybe that's the case for some of you, but for the most part, it's not. What this does suggest, though, is this fortnight you're going to be presented with a decision to make, right? And you will be weighing this up. You'll be looking at your options, and you will be saying to yourself, there's a part of you that's probably going to be saying, I'm not sure this is the right way to go. If that is the case, listen to it. All right, pay attention to this, and especially where the options that are available to you, take a moment to think about that. Like, okay, yes, these are the options available. You don't have to pick either of them. You could say neither. All right, just something to think about. So for your actions and results, you've got the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. I love this deck. It's a bit gory and gothic, but I love it. So you've got the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups. Okay, nice. With the Temperance card, right? So, I don't know if you can see that there, Temperance. So the first thing that I want to say to you is, in terms of your actions and results, results look to be very good. If you can find a balance point over this next fortnight, right, and the balance point that you're looking for is enjoyment and duty, right? You've got no problem with the duty part, but sometimes letting loose and just kind of enjoying and being in the moment doesn't necessarily come easy to Capricorns. So I'm going to say this to you: if you're looking for a certain level of success, especially around things that you've not necessarily just worked hard on, but things that you have been, manifesting for a long time, it looks like these things are about to start really shaping up for you, like really starting to happen. And I say this to a lot of people: once you're out of the manifesting mode, you got to get into receiving mode to say, okay, you know what, it's on its way. Yeah, great. Now I'm gonna welcome this in. It's the same with your plans. I guess what I'm trying to say to you in a nutshell is, start enjoying the process rather than just constantly working to make something happen. So for your career and communications, you've got the Two of Pentacles, you've got the Five of Swords, okay, and you've got the Six of Pentacles. So the first thing that I will say to you is this: if you are studying or in some form of academia, This may be conversations around grants, loans, and or bursaries, but it could just as easily be for some of you deciding that maybe you are looking to take, yeah, like maybe you're looking to take a gap year or take some kind of time out. And I got to be honest with you, you are going to come up against opposition. That's what that Five of Swords is. Whether this is a lecturer, whether it's a peer, a colleague, a friend, a parent, somebody is going to be saying to you, no, no, this isn't the way to go. Like, stick in with it, continue doing what you're doing. Any number of reasons. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could actually be conversations around a pay rise and or more money. So it looks like you are weighing up the amount of stuff that you do and your finances and your resources. So there's a part of you that's probably looking at this and thinking, am I ready now to go for the next level? Am I ready now for a pay rise, etc.? You could get it. I actually feel like if you're bold and brave enough, Capricorns, right, I actually think that you could get it. That's Five of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. You are going to have to prove it though. So it's not going to be as straight up as like you asked your boss for a raise and they went, yeah, of course, here you go. You are going to have to work at it, and you're probably going to have to, really demonstrate why you're looking for what you're looking for. If you're a business owner and you work for yourself, solopreneur, entrepreneur, etc. That Two of Pentacles with the Five of Swords, this is either you're changing your price structure or you are looking at the clientele that you have and you're looking at shifting it. Maybe you say to your current clients, you know what, prices are going to be going up shortly or soon. Or maybe you adapt and adjust the service that you're giving to the level of, compensation that you're getting in return for it. But there are shifts coming, and whenever you make changes, the Five of Swords, you are going to come up against some challenge, right? I know this. When I changed everything I still get people emailing me like, "Where are the weeklies? Why aren't you doing them?" And, all sorts of stuff. It's actually, it's in one sense, it's really sweet because I'm like, oh, it's lovely to know that they're so missed. And in the other breath, it's like, okay, well, get on board with everything that's new. I'm still here. I'm still showing up for you guys. For your love and relations, you have the Fool card. All right. New things, places, people, and energy with the Tower card. Okay. And the Ace of Cups. If you are single, this next fortnight, potentially somebody shows up and completely turns your world upside down. You will not see this person coming. You will probably not understand what's hit you between the eyes. You might just kind of be looking at them and be like, who is this person? Who is this divine being that has just... No, you're not looking in the mirror. Like, who is this divine being that has just graced me with their presence? Now, this is beautiful. The Fool card, new things, places, people, energies. Ace of Cups, new love, new relationship, new partnership. But you've got the Tower here. There's something about this connection and or this person that just completely disrupts your life. We've all been there. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. I was just about to start reminiscing, but I won't. But we've all been there, right? You start dating someone and you're just completely swept up in them and enamored by them, and you just can't, you can't think, you can't, it's just everything is like, oh, and it just all comes back to them. This person is going to disrupt your world, all right? So just be prepared for it. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, you know what I'm about to say. If you are of childbearing age, this is a surprise pregnancy, which I know for a lot of you right now would turn your world upside down. Now, that being said, another way that this could show up if you're not of childbearing age or it's not something that you want or you're in a same-sex couple, this could literally be some really good news that comes into the relationship that completely changes things. It could also be that your partner suggests something, maybe let's be a throuple, or you know what, I want to go to a swingers club, or whatever it might be. Like, it's going to be something that completely disrupts your world. But that Ace of Cups is what sort of softens it. If the Ace of Cups weren't there, I would be kind of a little bit apprehensive about this, but actually I kind of like this. And then look, in the cross purposes, right? Yes, it is cross purpose energy, but it's the Fool card with the Lovers. So there's definitely, look, right? There's new love on the horizon, and there's a change in the relationship of some sort that just completely kind of has you go, okay, where did this come from now? For your money and materials, you've got the Five of Cups. I'm really sorry to say, but it does look like there's a surprise expense of some sort with the King of Wands. King of Wands, fire sign male, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And you've got this with the Nine of Pentacles. So this could be, honestly, one way that this might show up is like a very public financial hit of some sort. Not not like an assassination, but like financially something could happen, and you're like, oh, it's like, you don't, maybe a touch wood. This, yeah, because it's the Nine of Pentacles. If you have outside space to your property, this is probably that. Maybe the garden ends up costing you an extra amount of money. And it could be because it's not necessarily something that you're doing. It might be, again, I touch wood. I had a friend when I lived with my mum, all those years ago when I was a kid. My uh, One of my friends that lived round the corner, there was a police chase, and the car went straight into their front, like literally into the front garden, trashed everything. This could be, touch wood, something like that on the heavier end of the scale. On the lighter end of the scale, I say the lighter end of the scale, if you are attached to a fire sign male in any way, shape, or form, this could be a hit or a challenge that comes to their finances or resources. And I wonder now, because I see these cards, I'm like, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this could be a lot of you maybe reneging on something. So let's say you've had a really good diet recently, been working out, and all of a sudden you stop. And it kind of looks like there's not really any real reason. It's just kind of you saying, well, I'll get back to that at some point. What's going on, Capricorn? What's going on? And then finally, when it comes to your home and your environment, give yourself a break this fortnight to really enjoy your home, because it looks like home's going to be quite empty. So for those of you that are what am I calling? For those of you that are, partnered, married, we've got kids, etc. Maybe everybody's gone back to school and gone back to work, and you're like, oh, suddenly the home is really quiet. But take time to enjoy that. All right, be like present at home. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.